Hey, this is Danny, the Butterfly Queen, and I watch the shows so that you don't have to, and we're going to review them in 15 minutes. We're watching The Circle. We're on episode 10, A Deadly Deadlock. If you like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, invite somebody else to come back and listen with you. Hop down in the comments, you comment, I'll comment back. Now, we started off where we left off. They had woke everybody up and reminded them that we had to do the ratings. So they rated their people, and most of them rated their people, their ride or dies first. Because if you rate your ride or die first, then you become the super influencer, the secret super influencer, and you can do dirt without getting your hands dirty. Okay, that's what QT reminded us. So tell me why she voted Miles as her first person, and Miles not her ride or die. She not thinking, but okay. So to that, they all laying around next morning, getting ready to start their day. Deuce is set up, farted in the bed, looked up in your boy face like, what, don't I funny because we on TV? So QT is folding up her 5 pieces of laundry, and Lauren is in her apartment, and they started a little first private chat. So they talking, they each basically just poking each other's information, trying to find out who you cool with, see if you'll kind of dig and give in who your ride or die is, because mind you, nobody knows whose ride or die is. Okay, so QT says that, she's still Olivia. They're both kind of leery about Autumn. They go to Lauren. She to my, okay, and then they flash over to Olivia. It's a fat man sitting in her apartment on the couch, and it's supposed to be Olivia. And they actually flashed over, and it was Brandon sitting on the couch as Olivia. The screen I just shrunk. Like, stop Netflix. Jay is still calling around people and telling lies on Miles. I really can't wait till Miles finds him out and bust him out, but yeah. Next game, we're going there. And on this game, they get to ask questions, see how shady the questions can get, see how shady the answers going to be. Okay, of course, when they ask the questions, it's anonymous. But Miles asked a question to Olivia, just basically trying to get her to open up more about herself. He said, besides serving bodies and saving bodies, what's something that you feel like the circle needs to know about you? Lauren come up next. She asked Jordan, who does he feel the most threatened by? And Jay actually says her name, Lauren. Of course, various reactions from the people, but the one common one was shock. Next question is from Olivia. She asked Kyle who's his strongest alliance with and why. Next question is from Jordan. He says, how do you feel knowing you have the entire circle wrapped around your finger like a ring? Of course, to Miles, because he has intent on coming into the circle and be Miles' biggest hater. Let's see how that works out for him. Our next question comes from Kyle, and he was asking how did Lauren, all the people who Lauren was connected with, wind up going home, trying to throw her under the bus. She kind of flips it, but I mean, if anybody could pay attention for longer than about 10 minutes, they will understand what that is. Now QT has her question for Autumn. Who are you feeling least comfortable with in the circle and why? Trying to see if she can put it out there that she has it out for QT so that QT can turn her alliance against her. The last question was from Autumn to QT, and she said, out of your current alliances, which one would you not mind breaking to win 100K? And to which QT was like, all of them, because I'm there for the money and not for friendships. But she said it in a kind of nice way, so that way the people wouldn't be looking at her like, oh, you're so mean and rude and big black scary woman that doesn't love any of us. Yeah, right. QT is very smart. I'm telling you, QT for the win. Second close second would be Lucy. Okay, so after Miles yet again hops in somebody's direct messages to drag, after Jay, Pops in somebody's messages to finish dragging Miles from one side of the room to the other. It's time for the ratings. Top rated player will become the influencer, and of course the ride or die will join them as the secret influencer. And still, nobody will know that they are ride or dies. And they will choose one player to be brought from the circle. And after this, they are no longer tethered to each other. So this is great. In 7th place, we had Autumn. Please send me home because I don't know what I'm doing on this show. 6th place is Jay. And boy, was I happy to see his little fat face pop on that screen. 5th place, it dropped to Kyle. Which is crazy because I'm thinking Kyle had to have been 1st or 2nd for him to even be in the ride or die competition with Paul, so that Paul would sacrifice himself. So, might have the mighty fallen. Lauren. 4th place is Lauren. 3rd place, we have Miles. So, hey, I guess all the hating Jay was doing really did. Well, I guess didn't do much work. Miles is usually 1st or 2nd. He hasn't been influencer yet. So, right there in the middle, working that middle is a really good position. So, I think Miles is still good. So, we have Olivia as 2nd, and of course, my girl QT as 1st. She gets the blue check. She's an influencer, but doggone it, you got Jay Big Doofy self as a super influencer. Their fates are no longer tied to each other, but he is going to do what all he can to try to get Miles out. I just don't know how hard he can work with QT being completely in an alliance with Miles. So I guess we'll see how that works out. So they go to the hangout, and I'm really excited to see how this is going to go because Jay Jordan, whatever his name is, he has no idea who he is linked up with as an influencer. For some reason, he thinks QT is just going to be a pushover, and he's going to say whatever he want to say, and she's just going to do it because he asked nicely. But this is going to be a tongue-in-cheek, all-out brawl, pulled to the finish. If he think she finna block Miles so she can ruin her reputation a little bit and let him have his way. Well, who you think you talking about? Well, QT is like one of the most strategic players on this season. She's not a dummy. But he get a rude awakening in just a minute. So I'm watching bated breath, waiting to see exactly how this is going to go. Y'all got me on the edge of my seat, Netflix. QT, go on school your boy. Okay. Honey, the way Jordan has put his entire game on this table, making all these demands at QT, what he won't do and what he will do. Okay, so help me understand. So they do have to agree on who they put out, with her being the number one influencer, him being down at number 6 or 7. That's crazy. One more reason why this ride or die thing just was not a good idea. Like, well, how am I gonna, like, with you being so far down on the ratings, which means you haven't made enough alliances or relationships with as many people on the actual group, because you wouldn't have been in 6th or 7th place. I've done all I can to solidify the relationships that I have. I've got first top influencer, and I have to agree with you in 6th place. That's horrible. And he was holding on, like he was not letting go. He was like, okay, the last message he was like, well, I think we got to agree. I'm not doing Autumn, so let's explore some other options. You both want to get rid of Kyle. Kyle is like QT's brother in there. Once they made up from the first couple of episodes when they weren't really feeling each other. Then he was saying whatever he thought he could say to try to get her to look Miles side-eye. That's not going to happen. This girl want to be with Miles. Jordan, you really should have been reading the room before you picked out the person that you wanted to jump on. You really didn't read the room. So at this point, she's saying that Kyle's out. She's saying that Miles is out. He's saying that Autumn is out. So I guess it's going to be between Lauren and Liv. Unless she's going to hold out and try to make her give in on her choices. I don't know how this is going to work, honey. I cannot wait. We're going on to the next episode, baby. Hop in the comments. Let's talk about this. share, invite somebody to come back and watch with you, honey. What y'all think? She's gonna have to hold to the people that she wants to protect, because she was like, she don't know if she can win, but she don't want to vote all her allies out trying to. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to be known as that person. And Jordan, he is so a come in half the game, want to stir up stuff and go type person. But that's not what QT was trying to do. I mean, she was like beauty brains and strategy from the beginning. Like, she want to play the game for real. Honey, Jordan is messing up his game. He trying to mess up hers. He don't care nothing about her looking stupid. He will lie. You see, he been lying on Miles. He trying to make it sound like Miles trying to talk to him. He trying to sound like Miles being mean to him. He trying to say that Miles talking about QT. Like, he has been dragging Miles since he got there, simply because he want to be Miles. That's his biggest competition in his mind. He's literally having an all-out argument with a guy who doesn't even know that he's arguing. This is crazy. I cannot wait till the next episode. Honey, come on back. Let's talk about this next episode.